Yoga for everybody with Meditation Mutha.
Hi everyone, this is Kim Goyette, your Meditation Mother, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. Well, with all that is going on in the world, so much turmoil, there is no doubt that some of us are feeling a little anxious, including myself. I've had a lot of that sensation running through my body lately, so I thought this practice would be all about reducing anxiety. And we do that in two places in our body. One is right between our shoulder blades. That's where we hold a sense of overwhelm. And the other is in our hips where we hold emotions. And so we're going to work with a ball today. You can grab any ball you want. I have a racket ball, which has a little bit of give to it, which can be helpful if you want something that's more firm or less firm, or really just anything. You can grab an object that is similar to a ball shape, and we'll work with that today to release some of that anxiety energy within our body. So we'll start laying down on our backs. You can have your ball handy, and we're just going to settle in for a moment. Allow your shoulder blades to touch the earth. Extend your legs all the way down. Notice the connection of your body to the ground. How your shoulders are feeling, the sensation in your hips. And just take a moment. We'll come back to this posture just to reflect on how we felt in the beginning of the class and at the end. So we'll bend the knees, feet flat on the mat, knees point up towards the sky. Lift your hips about an inch or so off the mat, move them more towards your heels, and then slowly lower down. So we're tractioning out the spine. Let's take the right ankle, we'll cross it over the left knee, and then we're going to rock over towards the left. Lift our left hip up. Take the ball and plant it underneath the muscle of the glute. So you can start anywhere. We're going to be moving it around so you don't have to worry. But make sure that it's firmly in the muscle, not on a bone. And then slowly roll your weight back over. So you might need to adjust a little bit to make this a little bit more sustainable for you so the ball doesn't roll out. We're going to stay here. So the key is to not get right into it and force your body to relax and release. We're going to stay here for a few breaths without moving, allowing the muscle of the glute to melt over the ball so that your muscles realize that it's safe to relax and let go. So take a nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's try it again. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's push into the left foot and start to rock up and down. It's almost like you're giving yourself a deep tissue massage. So this may be intense for some of us. I know I feel it. But we're just going to kind of roll the ball up and down and then side to side a little bit, getting into the muscle where we hold a lot of emotions. You might find during this practice that an emotion rises up, and that means that it's working. So if you're feeling a little teary-eyed, feeling a little angry, whatever it is that is holding inside, we're going to work with that to release, and you might feel that rising up within you. So take a moment. We'll take the ball and move it to a different part of the glute, maybe a little bit further out towards the edge, and then stay here for a couple breaths. Inhale, allow the muscle to soften as we exhale. Try it again. Inhale. Exhale. And then pushing into the foot, rocking up and down, side to side, wherever you need it. So this practice is very specific to your body and where you hold tension. So just work. You might have to stay in one area for a little bit longer. Just kind of moving around a little bit, working the glute muscle. And pause for a moment. Now I'm going to lower the ball a little bit lower on the glute. So wherever you haven't worked, you can move the ball to. Let's take 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, release out the mouth. Melting over the ball. Inhale. Exhale. And let's work it again, side to side, up and down. Good. Just wherever you want to be, round and round. This can be pretty intense, so don't be surprised if you're feeling some deep sensations here, especially if we're gripping a lot with our emotions. So stay here for just a moment. I'm going to do it one last time. I'm going to roll the ball nice and wide out to my glute medius, which is right on the side. And we're going to come to kind of roll towards this area now. Woo, I feel this one. I don't know about you. Let's take a few breaths here. So we're dropping towards the right this time. Allow the muscles to soften. Inhale. Exhale, surrender. One more breath. Exhale. Good. And start to move the ball. So I have been holding on to a lot of emotions this week, feeling them all rising up. Getting a little bit teary-eyed. Not quite sure the pinpoint of it. I think it might just be the general atmosphere of the world right now. So I'm trying not to hold myself too accountable and just let those emotions rise up and out. And we're going to come back to center, roll to the left, release the ball, lengthen both legs. Take a moment, let's connect with the earth, and I want you to notice if there's any differences between right and left. Just pausing for a moment here. Maybe one side feels more grounded. Just really noting any sensations in the body. Let's bend both knees. Knees point up towards the sky again. This time we'll take the ball in our left hand and we'll cross the left ankle over the right knee and then roll towards the right. Place the ball underneath your left glute this time and then roll back. Staying here for a few breaths. Let's inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Try it again. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Rocking side to side, front and back. So you might find that one side is a little more tight than the other or a little bit more sensitive. For me, it's this side. So it's kind of interesting. When you split yourself down the middle, the left side is more of your introspective side, your personal side, the side that you only know. Your right side is more of your business side. It's what you show the world. So just taking note if maybe one side is more tight than the other. I guess I'm working more introspective this week. Good. And then come back to center. Let's move the ball to a different spot. So you can bring it out a little bit wider if you'd like, and then settle over, taking 2 breaths to really surrender the muscle. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. Let's rock up and down. Woo! Side to side. Just allowing this magic to work, to release, to open, to let go. Good. Let's move it a little bit lower this time. And again, we stay here for a couple of breaths. Start to make that movement wherever you need it. Moving around in a circle or however you need. Feeling free to stay in one spot if you need that as well. And then last but not least, we're going to take it more towards the outer left edge and roll towards the left a little bit. Woo, right into the glute medius. Oh mama, this one's tight for me. Good. Stay here. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And then start to move, rocking in any form. This is one of those things where I can't wait till it's over. I don't know if you're feeling the same way, but this is pretty intense for me. Good. I must be holding a lot in those hips. All right, and we'll release, come back to center, roll off the ball, and then extend both legs all the way down below. Staying here for a moment, noticing any differences from right to left. Maybe one leg feels heavier than the other or more grounded, just noticing. So now we're going to work in between the shoulder blades where we hold our sense of overwhelm. So what we'll do is take the ball, we're going to place it in between the shoulder blade and the spine. So you don't want it on either bone, you want it in between and the flesh. And we're going to start lower. So for me, it's right about here. So lower than the heart, in between the shoulder blade, and I'm going to show you by rolling to the side, in between the shoulder blade and the spine, but not on the bone. And then we'll roll back over, bending the knees, and just take a moment here. All right. Let's take those breaths, really softening over the ball. And we'll take our right arm up towards the sky and just move it, woo, across the body. All right. I'm definitely sensing something here. All right. Keep moving that arm. You can move it around in circles. Good. Arm comes along your side. Lift the hips up and then rock up and down along the spine. Good. And then plant the hips. We're going to scoot our hips further down as the ball rolls up the spine. But make sure you keep it to the right of the spine. And we're going to start to work into in between the shoulder blade as well. So just lay here for a moment. Feet are rested, knees point up towards the sky. Arms along your side. One more breath. Move the arm round in circles, right and left. All right. Continuing to breathe as we do so. Good. Feel free to bend your elbow, just moving things around. And then arms along your side, lift the hips and rock up and down. Again, not on the spine, just to the right of the spine. All right, and then plant the hips. Let's scoot our hips more down again as the ball rises up. So now I'm right behind the wing of the shoulder blade. Feet are planted. Few breaths here. Very important to take these breaths to allow your body to know that it's safe in this posture. So it has a freedom to let go. Let's move the arm around. Opposite direction. Good. Lift the hip. Rock up and down. Ooh. This is getting a little more intense as we move up for me. Good. And slowly lower the hips. We're going to continue. Move the hips down as the ball rises up. Good. So now we're pretty high. We're just underneath the traps. The traps are that big block of muscle in the shoulders where we tend to hold a lot of sense of overwhelm there. Good. Take a few breaths. One more. Moving that arm in any manner that helps you to release tension in between the shoulder blades. All right. And lifting the hips, rock it up and down. And release. Okay, so this time we're going to roll to the left, take the ball out from underneath us, but we're going to plant it underneath the trap. Like I said, if you put your hand right here, this is that big balaka muscle in the shoulders that can be very tight. So we're going to roll over and plant it underneath there. Push it down pretty far because otherwise the ball will pop out. Oh yeah, I feel this one. So rolling back, trying to keep the shoulders even towards the earth. We'll lift the hips and just rock up and down. We're moving the ball up and down, but also right and left to get into the entire trap. Good. Woo! All right, let's continue right and left just for a few more breaths. Great job. Stay here as long as you want. I'm going to plop my hips down, roll, and bring the ball out from underneath me. Lengthen the legs. Allow the shoulder blades to connect. Close the eyes. Just notice any differences from right to left. And bend the knees again. I'm going to scoot myself up on the mat since I've been rolling down. Let's take the ball in the left hand this time, and we're going to roll towards the right. Bring the ball pretty low, not to the fleshy part in your low back, just above that, in between the spine and the bottom of the shoulder blade, and then roll back. Take a few breaths here. Start to move the arm any way you want. Across the body, getting into the meat in between the spine and the shoulder blade. Alright. Lift the hips, rock up and down. So we're right at the bottom of the shoulder blade right now, just on the inside. Working our magic here. All right, bring the hips down. Let's scoot the hips more towards the heels and roll the ball up just a little bit. Couple breaths here. Moving the arms around. Good. Lift the hips. All right, now we're really getting into it. Rocking up and down. Move the ball in any form you need. Continue to breathe. Let's drop the hips down, roll the ball up as the hips move down. Again, keeping off the spine. 2 breaths here. Moving the arms around. All right, softening the jaw. So we're getting to an area where it can be pretty intense, and sometimes we clench the jaw. See if you could soften into that space. Lift the hips, rock up and down. Breathing out the mouth. Releasing as we go. All right, drop the hips. Last time we roll it up. Good. Whew, right at the wing of the shoulder blade. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Do it again. Lift the hips. Rock up and down. You can move your arms around in whatever order you'd like. Good. I'm going to drop my hips, move my arm around. Whew, I'm at the point where I can't take it. How are you guys doing? All right, this can be really intense. Keep that smile on. Whew. Let's roll over to the right. Let go of the ball. We're going to move it to that trap. So that big fleshy part right on top of the shoulder. We'll roll it here and then make sure it's low enough so the ball doesn't pop out, and then come back over it. We'll stay here for just a breath or two. Adjust your body as needed. And then lift the hips, rock up and down, really giving that trap a good deep tissue massage. So many of us are in states where we can't get massages right now, but body work is so important to release those emotions. So this is an opportunity to give yourself some body work. Visualize this as loving kindness, some nourishment for yourself. So I'm going side to side, moving the ball right and left as I go up and down. All right, stay here as long as you want. I'm going to stop the torture. Relax the hips, roll over to one side, extend the legs all the way out. And again, notice any sensations in the body. Good. Let's do 3 more breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, just release, surrender any residual tension. 2 more times on your own. Last one. Just take the next few breaths on your own, bringing awareness to your body and allowing your breath to enter any space that feels congested. On an exhale, release, surrender, letting go. Let's have one more breath like that. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, the ankles and the wrists. Hug the knees into the chest. We'll roll over to one side. Stay here for just a moment. Cradle your head in your arm. Close your eyes in this fetal position, which is very nurturing, almost like going back to the womb. Allow your body and mind to rest, feeling very cradled, safe and secure in your own arms. Let's push up into the hands, slowly make our way all the way up to seated, and find a seat that's comfortable for you. It could be cross-legged, legs extended, kneeling, wherever you are today. And we'll gently close the eyes and finish with some breath work that's soothing. Really focusing on lengthening the exhale. As we do, we're going to visualize our energies from the crown of the head, really softening and grounding towards the earth. So take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Let everything go. Energy grounding towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling very heavy. Inhale. Exhale, letting everything go to Mother Earth. She can hold all that weight of the world. Inhale a few more times. Exhaling to the rhythm of your own breath. And let's slow the breath down, bring your awareness, hands to heart center, bowing the mind to the heart, and just honoring ourselves for showing up in our present state today, whatever that is for you. Knowing that wherever you are today is just fine. And giving yourself the opportunity to surrender, to release, to let go of what no longer serves you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm Kim Goyette, your meditation mother. If you like this video and you want to be the first to receive weekly videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Yoga with Meditation Mutha. And if you want to learn about tips to live simply extraordinary, visit my website at www.meditationmutha.com. Thanks so much. See you next time.